Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth, honors and salutations to all Serakim throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and a sound doctrine. To the Akwathim and the children that believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he's going to deliver us out of the captivity that we're in. My name is Maka Allah Ben Gad Ben Yasser Allah. I'm with the Watchman Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right, and I'm just coming back at you with this truth, on the lines of, stay humble, your faith will soon be tested, man. And I just was on a live stream and got cut it off by accident. So I'm gonna just continue on this. And yeah, man, like you don't know what you're gonna do in the time of Jacob's trouble, but you got brothers saying what they're not gonna get. You're not gonna get the RFID microchip. You know what's wrong. I'm not gonna get this. I'm not. But truth of the matter is, Yahweh Shem Shai, at the end of the day, it's all up to him. So you could be you want to be that vessel fit for honor, not dishonor. So that's why our brothers gotta, humble down, stop being big headed, and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Because before honor is humility, man. So basically, right now we're being humiliated. All right, and you gotta stay in that state, stay in that lowly state. All right. Like even Peter, man, he denied Yahweh Shai, man. 3 times, and that's what we're gonna get into. That's the reason why. That's the reason for this lesson right here. All right, that's the main reason for this lesson. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna hop right into the scripture. This is Matthew 26, verse 31. It says, "Then saith Yahweh Shai unto them, All ye shall be offended because of me. This night, for it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad." All right, so hey, man, brothers gonna, in that day when all hell break loose and all that, the sheep gonna be scattered, man. You ain't gonna be around brothers that you can't with, You gonna be alone, man. You gonna be scattered, and that's for the Lord to do what? To test your faith, man. To see if everything that you've been taught that you really believe in, man. All right, that's to see if you really believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, or if you was just faking jacks, man, faking moves, man. Because you got a lot of that going on in Yasser Allah, man. Okay, so the sheep are going to be scattered abroad, and we coming up in a time that's never been since a nation, man. America has not been hit hard like these, what they call them, third world countries and all that, but America's about to be a third world country. Those people go through those things. That's why they come to America. So you got some niggas, man, they start bitching if their lights get cut off. They can't pay their car note. Their car get taken away from them. They can't pay their rent. They lose their house. So just imagine you seeing your family and they telling you like, yo, this baby that you just had, we gonna kill him if you don't get the RFID microchip. See where your faith is at then, man. So you have to be humble and you have to pray that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, will put you in that situation. But you're going to be tested, man, like gold is tried in the fire, man. Even Abraham was tested with Isaac, man, when he had to go up on the mount, and do what? Act like he was going to sacrifice him. And that was a test of his faith. And look what he got for that, man. All right? But anyway, verse 32 says, it says, "But after I am risen again, will I go before you into Galilee? Peter answered and said unto him, Though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended." Now you see that? So Peter's going out of his own mind, man. But Yahweh Shai already knew what it was, man. All right? So he's going out of his own mind saying, that he won't be offended out of all men. Was his intentions good? Yes, they were. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, was he not a man of the Lord? That's not saying he wasn't a man of the Lord. He's in the flesh. All right? So anytime you had the flesh, like Yahweh Shai said, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right? I'm going to read that again, verse 33. It says, "Peter answered and said unto him, Though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended." So that's a bold statement that he made. Like, you got dudes now, I'm going to never take the chip. They going to have to kill me. You don't know what the hell you're going to do, man. You don't know what the hell you're going to do at all. The only thing you need to be worried about doing is praying to Yahweh Shem Yahshua and asking him to give you that spirit to stay faithful, stay true, stay strong. All right? Because this thing is about to get real, man. Real fast. It ain't no time to be playing. All right? Verse 34 says, Yahweh Shai said unto him, verily, which verily is truly, or true, verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. All right? Three times. All right? So that's the number of what? Understanding. Why? Because the Lord Yahweh Shai had to let Peter get that understanding. Like, yo, I'm telling you this was going to happen. And once it happened, you're going to understand what I'm talking about now. All right? And Peter was furious, man. But we're going to get into it, man. But see, in his own mind, he thought that he would never deny Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because he was with him. In his daily travels, talk with him. That was his man. I believe that Peter was Yahweh Shai's cousin. And that was Yahweh Shai's favorite, man. But verse 35 says, Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples. All right, so Peter was like, man, I'm down to die with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. But Peter was like, man, he was riding, man. But who win it? You see a man such as Yahweh Shai, man, and all the things that he did, man, and that he continues to do, and yo, man, we got perfect examples, perfect witnesses through the scriptures, man. All right, but he denied him 3 times, man. Okay, well, hold on, let's go back. It says, and all the disciples said, it says, then cometh Yahweh Shai with them unto a place called Geth Sheman, and saith unto the disciples, sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. All right, so Yahweh Shai sat him down and told him to chill while he go pray, man. All right, but with the, and we just gonna read it, man. Get into it. It says, and he took with him Peter, all right, and the 2 sons of Zebedee, Salakia, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy, because Yahweh Shai knew what was about to happen, man. All right. It says, then saith he unto them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. So he asked them to do a simple thing, man. Stay there and watch with me. Watch, I'm about to go over here and pray. Y'all watch. That's something small for you to ask after they just said they'll never be offended in him. All right. It says, verse 39, it says, and he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. See, now there you go right there. Now that's a perfect example right there. Yahweh Shai himself went to go pray to Yahweh and asked him to take that cup away from him, But at the same token, he was like, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Because he knew that he had to go be put on that cross, man. But he wasn't, like, the flesh ain't want that to happen. And he was in the same chains of darkness that we in. All right? But you got brothers in the chains of darkness none of us is on Yahweh Shai level at all, man. All right? None of us. Okay? And for him to do this, that's saying a lot right there. And that's Jacob's trouble, you could say, too. Because what? He got beaten, spit on, fed vinegar, man. Mocked him, pierced his side, to the point they put him to death, man. All right? And that's what's coming to America, man. Starting with what? The 2/3. But the reason why they're doing that, because they want the elect, man. So these are the things that you have to look forward to. And it's truth, man. This ain't no joke, man. People think it's a game. You got little boys in this thing that just come in and think, Cause they watched a few videos for 6 months, they know everything. Nah, man, there's levels to this, you know. And Yahweh Shem Shai sets up the men, you know. This is business, never personal. All right, verse 40 says, and he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what could ye not watch with me 1 hour? So you're like, damn, you couldn't watch with me 1 hour, man? You that tired you had to go to sleep? You know? But see, now this is all spiritual, man. You know? Because he, like I said, he never thought that he would deny Yahweh Shai. Now, whatever the demon was on him, you know, put him to sleep, let him fall asleep. So guess what? Yahweh Shai had to do what? Go through that alone, man. You know, only person he had to talk to was who? Yahweh. And Yahweh ain't answering. You know? Because he knew what he had to do. All right? So that's the same thing with brothers, man. You might be in a situation you don't have no brothers around you, man. And who you going to depend on then? Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man? That's it. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. That's what I just finished saying about Peter. His spirit was willing, like, Lord, I'd never deny you. But the flesh is weak, even with Yahweh Shai, man. What he said, Lord, please take this cup away from me. Father, take this cup away from me. But he still said, if it be your will, not mine. So that's order, man. All right. Verse 42 says, he went away again the second time and prayed, saying, O my Father, if thou cup may not pass away from me except I drink it, thy will be done. So he started to accept it. All right. It says, and it came to pass, and it came, Salaki, and he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. And he left them, and went away again and prayed the third time, saying the same words. All right, so he prayed 3 times, to get that understanding. Then cometh he to his disciples, and saith unto them, sleep on now, and try and take your rest. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Okay, verse 46 says, rise, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand that doth betray me. So Yahweh Shai knew what was coming. Because when they was at the Passover dinner, they didn't want to, grab Yahweh Shai during the Passover dinner, because that would have caused a whole bunch of conspiracy and everything. People would have snapped, because that's a solemn assembly, man. That's a sacred assembly, man. So them wicked-ass scribes and Pharisees, they was some wicked-ass niggas, man. So they had to wait for the right time. But anyway, verse 47. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm trying to get to the point to let you know, man. Like, we coming into that time. All right, verse 47 says, and while yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him great multitude with swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of Salakia, from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast. And forthwith he came to Yahweh Shai and said, hail, master, and kissed him. So that's a wicked-ass nigga, man. And Yahweh Shai said unto him, friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahweh Shai and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Yahweh Shai stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of his priest and smote off his ear. Then said Yahweh Shai unto him, put up again thy sword into thy place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. All right, so Yahweh Shai like, what is you doing? Chill, it's not that time. It ain't time for that. He knew exactly what time he was living in, and prophecy had to be fulfilled. All right? Prophecy had to be fulfilled, man. You got Psalm 69:6. It says, let not them that wait on thee, O Yahweh Shem Shai power host, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek thee be confounded for my sake, O power of Israel. Come, man. And that's a Yahweh scripture right there, man. Because if you wait on Yahweh Shah, man, Yahweh Shah, you can't lose, man. You know? And that's what we're supposed to do. All right, it says, so he told him, man, basically, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, man. It says, thinkest thou that I cannot now see this? Now, this right here is heavy. Because Yahweh Shah was that boy, man. He like, yo, you cut this man's ear off. Which Yahweh Shah, I think that was Peter that did that. You know, the same one that denied him thrice, man. You know, so he was for Yahweh Shah. Don't get it twisted. You know, but it had to be, for prophecy had to be fulfilled. All right. It says, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels. Damn. So look, let's get that legion. All right, it says a legion, a body of soldiers whose number differed at different times, and in the time of Augustus seems to have consisted of 6,826 men, 6,100 foot soldiers, and 726 horsemen, man. So that's a fleet of angels, man. A fleet of chariots in the air, man. So y'all was shot like, yo, man, you gonna cut this man's ear off, and I could have all these angels come and just destroy these niggas, man. Basically, like, fall back. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. Okay. Verse 54 says, but how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled that thus it must be? And that's in that same hour said Yahweh Shah to the multitudes, are ye come out as against a thief with swords? So like, yo, they came at Yahweh Shah heavy, man. He said, in staves for to take me, I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. So yo, that's what's going to happen to the Achaim, the hopeful elect, the 144, man. They going to start coming at the brothers that's out here on the highways and hedges just like this, man. You know, with their guns, man, military equipment, all that. Why? To put us to death. Why? Because we teaching this word, and it's cutting their ass, man. It's cutting into their money. So we really winning when it comes to the truth, man. We not losing. You might not think you winning because you can't see certain things, but hey, man, this truth is out here. Why you think they doing certain cuts to the internet and all that, man? All right. It says, but all this was done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. You see that? So the rest of the disciples, what they do? They got offended in them and they ran. The only one that didn't run off was who? Peter. All right, but they all said that they wanted be offended in them. They ran. They hauled ass. All right. Not saying that they wasn't men of the Lord, but hey, prophecy had to be fulfilled. All right, so let's keep going. Cause it says, what you got? Second Ezra 7:58. It says that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. That's right, brother. That's right. You gotta overcome, man. And how you overcome? By going through your trials and tribulations, going through this Jacob's trouble. Not ever doubting Yahweh Shah, man. Yahweh Shah, man. Because that name is a strong tower, you know, and we run to that. All right, but 58. Hold on, Salakia. All right, come 57. It says, and they that had laid hold on Yahweh Shah led him away to Caiaphas, the high priest, Cepheus, the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. But Peter followed him. See, so Peter was the only one that didn't run, man. He was on some G shit. Like, man, Lord, they got you. I cut this nigga ear off. I'm following. You know? It says, but Peter followed him afar off unto the high priest palace, and went in and sat with the servants to see the end. So Peter wanted to know what they was going to do with Yahweh Shah. It says, now the chief priest, now we get into my point, man. I wanted to read, you know, to just, you know, give substance to the situation. You know, it says, now the chief priests and the elders and all the council sought false witness against Yahweh Shah to put him to death the same way they're going to do us. You know, seeking false witness, making up things, making false flags, blaming on the Israelites. You know, It says, but found none. Yeah, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came two false witnesses, and said, this fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of the Most High, and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witnesses against thee? But Yahushua held his peace, and the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living power that thou tell us whether thou be the Hamashiach, the Son of the Most High. Yahushua saith unto them, Thou hast said, nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. So they let him know, man, like, listen, y'all doing all this, you going to get your shit off now, but y'all going to see me come back. And that was, what, over 2,000 years ago when Yahushua was here. So that's only 2 days ago, you know. It says, then the high priest rent his clothes, saying he had spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witness? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy. So they didn't want to hear that shit. Why? Because they was making money. Yahushua was cutting into their pockets. Because a lot of them niggas was wicked as hell. They was lying, getting over. You know, just like you got a lot of these Israelite churches, man. They getting over on the people, getting money. So when you come and approach the niggas and cut them with sound doctrine, then what? Them motherfuckers, they want to fight. They want to get carnal and shit. You know, you can't deny this truth, man. All right. You can't deny this truth whatsoever, because it's the truth. All right, verse 66 says, what think ye? They answered and said, he is guilty of death. Wow. Then did they spit in his face and buffeted him, and others smote him with the palms of their hands. So they was fucking Yahushua, man, on some nigga shit, not knowing that man, all he had to do was blink, and then all them niggas would have dropped dead at the thought of him thinking it. You know, saying, prophesying to us, thou Hamashiach. Who is he that smote thee? Being fucking niggas, man. Now, here we go back to Peter. It says, now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee. But he denied, see, here we go. He denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. All right, so that's the first time he denied. Verse 71 says, and when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto them that were there, this fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. So, you know, he had to be getting a little hot around the collar. Plus, you know, that spirit hopped on him, because you can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. So these things had to happen. All right. It says, and after a while came unto him they that stood by, and said to Peter, surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. Then began he to curse and swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew. And Peter remembered the words of Yahushua, which said unto him, before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. And he went out and wept bitterly. All right, you see that right there? He went out and wept bitterly, because why? He said that he would never ever deny Yahushua, man. So you gotta be careful what you say, man, when it comes to this truth. You don't know what you're going to do in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know? Proverbs chapter 22 and 4, the brother put, it says, by humility and the fear of Yahweh Yahushua, riches and honor and life. That's right. That's right. So you got to fear. You know, and that word fear goes back to what? Like respect, man. If you respect somebody, you ain't going to do nothing to disrespect them, man. That fear is showing respect. Like, man, you know what? Yahweh Shah could kill me. Yahweh could kill me, man. You know? It's all in his hands, man. So you can't walk around with your chest puffed out, you know? It says knowledge puffeth up, man. You know? And you got a lot of dudes that is very puffed up, man. And they really think that they already made it. They think because they was out there laboring all these years and everything that Yahweh Shah is with them. You know? Lord's willing, that's why even the apostles tell you, even the apostles say that as long as the men been laboring over 30 plus years, man, and they still say they that humble to be like, Lord's willing, we one of those men. They said we believe we are, but they be like, Lord's willing, we're prisoners of hope. And that's another example for you of what? Humility on top of they're not being prideful, man. All right? And with that, man, just stay humble, man. That's it. Don't get big-headed. And it's truth, because if you do, man, pride go before destruction, man. And the haughty look before a fall, man. All right? So the Lord can have you in this thing. Then as soon as Jacob's trouble come about, and you one of them dudes, I'm never get the chip, and you be the first nigga to get it at the first impulse of trouble, man. All right? So with that, man, I hope that this lesson was edifying. I hope it made sense. And I hope I didn't ramble too much. All right? Until the next lesson, I'm going to say Shalom, Yasharala, stay strong. Y'all Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Akak Wadash, Baraka Thumb. All right? And Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halim, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Akak Wadash, stay strong, Yasharala. And Ayan Dabar to the brother, two witnesses. Shalom, death to America.